If you don't want to get married, I don't blame you. In fact, it might be one of the best decisions you ever make. After considering the ins and outs of this contract, remember that marriage is actually a contract. Obviously, not signing this document can save you from thousands of problems. Taking action outside of the relationship doesn't complicate your life, it gives you more freedom to manipulate them. Just imagine, marriage is almost a contract that women want to break. Why? Because she has access to child support and, in general, government support. In addition, governments and many corporations can wield greater leverage over vulnerable households. The average woman today, especially in the West, believes in a very destructive ideology that makes her think that men don't suck and aren't good either. But in the end, unless she's a lesbian, she probably wants a Prince Charming, or rather, a good man to take care of her. After having a lot of fun in her 20s, this girl now wants to settle down and marry a nice guy who will appreciate her more than her looks. Of course, the good old days of dressing up to attract male attention are over, and she's looking for a guy who can appreciate all that she has to offer on a mental and emotional level. Give me a break, if you like spiritual girls. Anyway, I don't want to deal with your multiple soul ties. Such a girl is really suspicious. If you feel connected to a beautiful girl with a specific past, don't let your emotions get you. Well, actually let me be more concise. If she's even considering marriage, you'd better think twice. The good times of romantic relationships and children raised exclusively by parents are fading fast. Hence, men are becoming aware of marriage scams. The idea of paying thousands of dollars for a wedding and giving off a certain image is simply disgusting. No matter what they say, superficiality is still a thing. Men in many Western countries are now no longer motivated to marry and they avoid signing this deadly contract. In today's video, guys, I'm going to walk you through some of the risks of marriage. This will remove a lot of your doubts, so stick with it because I'm sure you'll love this. Embrace your masculinity and let me explain what the mgtow movement has to do with marriage. It's simple but important, so listen up. The mgtow movement has caused more damage to society than you can imagine. Some still see it as just a campaign to encourage women to speak out about how abused they are by men. Of course, some men are abusers and don't respect their wives, and I find those men disgusting. A small percentage of the male population does not prove that all men can be viewed as abusers, harassers, or anything negative. Like I said, all women want rich men who only care about money and a lavish lifestyle. While some women want these types of men, other women just want a guy who, while he may not be a millionaire, has his life together. The problem is that many people fail to understand this simple logic. Smart men who don't marry and don't date will only make decisions based on their experience. When they happen to hang out with 3 or 4 people who are not loyal to them, these people take time off and try to make themselves better. In some cases, the cheater may come back to him because she finds him nice and even looks better. If this has ever happened to you, don't take it back. The #MeToo movement has exposed the true face of the rottenness of modern society. Some people have done bad things and need to be punished. The problem is that women today, especially in Western countries, have more legal power than ever before in marriage and even romantic relationships. What does that mean? Well, let's not even address the fact that your wife may leave you because she reserves the right to date another man, preventing you from seeing your beloved child and blackmailing you. This is a trickier topic. The basic problem is that some women may take full advantage of their legal position and lie to you to ruin your life. She might call you an emotional abuser, absentee father, or whatever, just to make it look like you're the bad guy and she's the victim. You know what to do in the days of a single woman. She was strong and independent and didn't need a man. Now she's in divorce court and she's a poor woman who can't support herself. This is far from any form of female shaming. Of course, while women continue to take advantage of their relationship and legal options, I encourage men to protect themselves from such nightmares. Even dating can be a very messy activity as you have to meet certain requirements such as be excellent no matter what, pick the right words, and pass tons of bad tests. Juice is not worth squeezing. Think how complicated marriage can be. In fact, most divorces are initiated by women. It's okay for her to be bored, the guy has become comfortable and unattractive, she finds other people more exciting, etc. A woman is encouraged by her biology and society to look for the best deal. In today's society, when a woman leaves a man, she takes credit for it because she cannot tolerate poor treatment or inferior men. A guy who dumps a girl is often criticized by both women and men. Yes, some guys just think you're stupid for not being with her when you can. If she doesn't respect you, doesn't appreciate you, what's the point? It's so simple, but many people still think with their genitals. The problem with this fact is that the numbers speak for themselves. About 80% of divorces are initiated by women. Furthermore, only 5% of marriages are truly happy. I'm sorry to say that no matter how excited you are to give your woman everything, she still reserves the right to say you're not enough. Then she asks you to make concessions all the time, and she is still not satisfied. Eventually you lose all respect and she cheats on you with the man she knew before marrying you. Remember, 50% of women admit to having a backup plan. Imagine how high that number would be if the same were true for marriage. In a casual or informal relationship, women are getting more attention than ever before thanks to social media and dating apps, giving them access to an almost unlimited amount of men who will do anything for them. Another important date is when women receive the majority of child support and often have custody of the children. As a result, a man is likely to pay for the education of his children and have little chance to see them. Imagine not being able to see your children as often as you'd like because the legal system supports them. You're such a nice guy, but as she spends more time with your kids, she resents you and makes you the villain in the movie. Your dreams of starting a wonderful family with a lovely wife are suddenly dashed and you realize that you are due to pay child support and won't be able to see your children. That will be very difficult. So instead of going through all the emotional and financial struggles to learn the hard truths, don't sign a prenuptial agreement at all. To wrap up the list of reasons, remember how biased women are today because they have so many options and you are always expected to compete with other men. She felt like a queen sitting on a throne and knew she had a choice because she was a woman with a choice. This makes many modern women look extraordinarily arrogant. Also, they use their good looks to get men, while their attitudes are pretty ugly. Why would you date or marry a bride just because she's hot? If she just wants to be right and argue over little things, she has little inner beauty. To be honest, if she loves the attention so much, let her marry her Instagram page. Stay strong as always. How is she? Huge success. Now it is your turn. What do you think? What are your reasons for avoiding marriage? Have you ever met a divorced man? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching. If you found this video useful, please click the like and subscribe buttons. Ring the notification bell so you don't miss future upload. Leave a comment and share ASAP. Next video guys. Until next time.